What game were you playing in VR?
No, god damn it.
Hello.
I'm Josh.
Josh, what game were you playing in VR?
I don't know you. What's your name?
Doug.
Alright, so we got a special guest. We got Doug here.
Hi, my name's Doug.
Alright, this is Christian. Welcome to episode, I'm calling it 202 of Stupidity Cast. Yay! Woo!
Wait,
Okay.
we're on episode 202?
No, see,
I
what
feel
they do...
old.
Shut up. What they do in TV... what they do on TV is when they're, like, marking episodes by seasons, they say, like, oh, if that was in season 1, episode 4, they'd be like, that was in episode 104. Just so you don't have to say season this, episode this. So, it's also an easier way for me to not say, like, hey, welcome to episode 563, even if it's season 5, episode 33. Anyway, Christian, what were you asking for?
I forgot.
I kind of saw that coming, and I kind of hoped you said that.
What game were you playing in VR?
Yeah, okay, so... I guess we're jumping into a topic. Why not? We're only a minute and 20 seconds in. So, I had a few topics for last episode, last week. This is last week for us too, but when we recorded. But we never got to it because we were so enthusiastic and so happy. Right, Doug?
Hey, Josh.
What's up, Doug?
What game were you playing in VR?
So, last weekend... I was convincing my brother, and we finally did it. We went 50-50 on the pay, and we bought virtual reality for the PS4. Now, us poor folk don't really get to see some luxuries like this. I was in art class today, and somebody was talking about how somebody just turned 16, and their parents already bought them a new car. And I was super pissed off. But, like, now that I have VR, it's like I got a little taste of the rich life. Right, Doug? Doug, are you rich? I know what you're gonna say. So, yeah, and then we got virtual reality. We set it up. We basically played it all weekend. We had a bunch of really cool games. And then I'll talk about the games that I played then. But so Doug can finally talk. Before this, I was playing a game called it's called Super Hot. It's basically like. You don't know that game?
Oh no! I love that game.
You've never heard of Super Hot in your life.
Dude, you freeze, or when you stop moving, they stop moving. Dude,
okay, so you do know what's...
Yeah, I'm not super dumb.
How do you know what that is?
'Cause, dude, I've played VR before.
But you don't own it.
I know. Well, I own the game.
There's a game of Super Hot?
Wait, you didn't know that?
I didn't know. It's better in VR.
It is 10 times better.
But yeah, it's like Christian said. You're in like a situation, and there's like a bunch of like they make this sound like they're made of glass, but basically they don't move unless you move, and they're trying to kill you. So like you can like slowly reaching for a gun, and meanwhile like they're like shooting the gun, and like they shoot, and you're like just grabbing the gun, and it's like you could move quickly and shoot them, but that would mean that the bullet comes at you just as quickly. So it's kind of trippy like that. But it's freaky when they shoot you in the face and you don't see it coming, and it kind of freaks you out because it's like you're actually getting shot in the face, and your brain's like, oh no, I'm getting shot in the face. You know what I mean?
I know, it's scary.
Dude, yeah, when you get shot in the face, dude, like...
I know, dude.
Dude, so scary.
Dude.
Dude.
Imagine if you had superpowers like that.
What? Oh, like things don't move unless you move?
Yeah.
It wouldn't be very useful.
What happens when you fall asleep?
You wake... Dude, okay, never mind, that's pretty useful, because if you fall asleep, you're not moving, or at least you're moving like very slowly or a little bit, so that means that you don't miss much, because you could sleep for 8 hours in your mind, but like,
then you wake up
slowing.
like a few seconds later, and you're like, oh man, I got 8 hours of sleep, but it's still like 10 o'clock at night. Oh yeah.
Dude, and then you're totally rested, and then you get up and you actually do your homework because you procrastinated the afternoon before.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, that would be the best superpower ever.
Whoa.
Basically, it's just freezing time, but not in your control. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and like, say like during a test, you could look to your side, freeze time, boom, look at the answers.
Well, no, there's a difference between this and freezing time. This would be like, if you're, like, don't forget, like, everything is moving as fast as you are. So let's say you're slowly looking at someone else's paper. Everything's moving slower, so it's smaller react time. But I guess if you were moving so slowly and you just get a peek and then move back, like, in real time, that's just me taking a quick glance. But I guess it being slowly, it takes my brain less time to process it. So I guess that'd be good.
Yeah.
But imagine, like, jogging, and then you take a break and time stops. And then time starts moving again when you start jogging. Wait,
I get super fit.
No, but that doesn't really help. You'd get tired really quickly, and people would be like, what, you quit after, like, 2 minutes? It's like, dude, I've been running for 8 hours. It's like, oh, never mind. And they're like, sorry, because you're like still like really tired and you're winding down. But yeah, just like regular day things, like you're walking to class, everybody's walking that speed, you stop at your locker and you're moving a little slower, everybody else is moving that slowly. Like, I couldn't deal with that. What about cars? If you're moving slowly, cars are moving just as slowly.
Oh, well, what if you keep moving your hand?
That's the thing. That's actually a thing that you do in the VR game. If you want things to catch up with you, you shake your hand, and then the bullets will come quicker. Like if they shoot and it's coming really slowly, and then you move to a spot where the bullets miss you, and then you shake your hand. But yeah, like imagine like waiting for like the cars to go by, and then it's like, all right, okay, here's the opening, and then you walk by, and then you shake your hand, and they all drive by, like, yeah.
So would you be able to, like, quicken time then?
I guess, because because in the game it moves by, like, every single movement. So if I'm shaking my hand super quickly, yeah, I guess time moves quicker. But I don't know why you'd want that unless you're in, like, a boring class and you're, like, the teacher's like, all right, let's talk about this. And you start shaking your hand. It's like,
what would happen in class? Like, say if you just sat still.
Oh, yeah, because you're just sitting.
Whole class.
You'd have to be moving your hand, like, under your desk.
That'd look a bit strange.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be like...
Oh, no, like, you know how people
Josh?
tap their legs, you know? People, like, tap their... Yeah, I do that, like, when I'm anxious or, like, even just regularly. Like, I'll shake my leg. But, like, if I didn't catch something the teacher said, I'd be like, can you say that again? And then shake my leg slower and be like, the mitochondria.
That'd be so useful for notes.
It would, but you'd have to... You can't write it, like, quickly because you writing is also the speed that they're talking. So you have to shake your leg, get the information, and then write down.
Like,
and imagine...
really slowly.
Dude, imagine going on a roller coaster.
Whoa, it's gonna be so bored. Well, would you still feel like the wind blowing on your face?
Dude, now you're getting into weird territory.
We're in weird territory now.
You'd have to be... Okay, for you to even have a glimpse of fun, you would have to be shaking your hand extremely quickly. But, like, if you're, like, about to puke, I'd stop my hand and be like... Bleh! And then, like, it's still moving because I'm moving my mouth to throw up. But, like, the puke I see, like, slowly falling down. And I'm like, get out of the way.
What if we were falling? Like, what if we just fell off a building? Would you, like, keep moving?
That's the paradox. It's like, you don't... When it comes to falling off a building, you're not choosing to fall. So, I'm guessing based on that logic, if you jump, you're you moving your hand is affecting everything. I assume that to be affecting everything, including gravity. So if you jump and you're completely stationary, you should be able to be frozen in midair.
Have you finished the game, Super Hot?
No, I actually, my brother, I don't know if he did or not, but because he bought the game, but I started it on my own account, so I'm like on like the first 3 levels.
Ah.
But yeah, you get. Sorry, go ahead.
There's like a mission of like, I don't want to spoil it, but like yeah.
Did in the actual game, were you like sitting at a computer, like you would finish like a level or two, and you'd like. No, because in the VR game, you finish a level or two, and then you end up in like an office, and like you're like taking your VR headphones off, and then it tells you to put in a new disc, kind of like a new chapter, and then you're playing the game again. It's like it's a weird cutscene. I'm guessing it has to do with like some kind of story, but it's just like there.
Yeah, I don't, because I never really completed the game.
Yeah, I want to complete the game, but we kind of got off topic with the whole super hot like theorizing. I don't know if it's theorizing, but I wanted to mention another game that I got. I don't know how many people knew that it came out on VR, but obviously everybody knows about the thing in general. There's a Five Nights at Freddy's game called Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted that's out on VR. You didn't know this? See, yeah, I told you, not a lot of people know this. Christian, did you play any of the original Five Nights at Freddy's?
Dude, I played the first one. I pooped my pants.
Did you only play the first one?
I've seen videos on the other ones.
Yeah, like if I get if you've seen videos, like you didn't want to spend money on it, but basically, this is the first game that I played on VR. When we got VR, we knew we were gonna get this game because my brother's been like obsessed with Five Nights at Freddy's lately. I don't know why. My brother's been on the podcast, episode 4. Check it out. But sorry, 104, season 1. But it's like. It was the first game that I tried, so it was like literally my first time ever using VR ever. And of course, it was Five Nights at Freddy's, a really scary game. And I put it on, and I'm in the office that the character plays in, and it is the scariest thing ever. You get used to it, but just being there at first is insane. Because not only are you sitting at the desk and you're like clicking the cameras, and it's not like I'm going into like a cutscene to look at cameras. Like, no, there is a physical TV in front of me where I'm physically pushing buttons with my fingers to switch cameras. And when in the mobile game, it's all based on like pictures. So when like you click a light, it kind of flashes the light. Each of those are different pictures, and it shows like the character's like face in the door, meaning you have to close the door. In this game, clearly it's VR, so everything is moving. So all of the characters are moving closer to you, and it is the freakiest thing.
I don't like that.
No. My brother won't even play some of the other missions. Like, there's okay, so it's like the first 2 Five Nights at Freddy's, you can play those like just the same way you would in the mobile game. There's one called Dark Rooms where you're literally just in a dark room, like running around and like stopping them from getting into your room. It is the freakiest thing. I can't even beat the last level. And then there's like a vent repair where like you're trying to repair a vent, but meanwhile like monsters are getting closer to you. It's extremely extremely insane, extremely scary. I wish I had video of me, but my brother took a video of me playing the game and sent it to one of his friends, and it's literally the only game that I've ever like screamed at in fear. Like, there's never been a video game where I've like played and like literally screamed like because I'm like in fear. I don't think I've ever screamed because I was in fear in real life. Well, maybe like at like a roller coaster or something.
Yeah, I think that goes for me too.
But like, it was like the best and worst experience of my life, and that's why I want to invite Christian. You need to come over.
Oh yeah.
Because I need you to like just play like any of the games, because it's just being there for the first time and then actually like playing the level, it's extremely freaky. Like, things will like, they'll turn on a light and the character will just be there and you're like, oh god, and you'll close a door or put on a mask, or like, it's real and it's not supposed to be real, but it's real, and it's no.
Do you like get out of the room?
You can see, the way it works is like you're standing in front of a camera, so you're not physically able to walk around. There's some games that have a teleport feature, so you're able to teleport around.
Yeah.
And but in the Five Nights at Freddy's, there's only one mission where you're actually moving, but you're inside of a camera, which is kind of like a bubble, and you can move your head. Obviously, if you move your head, you're moving your head, so it's registering that. But you can kind of like look around the corner and you can like see them there, and it's horrifying. And they're so big. You don't understand how big they are in the mobile game. They're like towering over you.
I would probably cry after I play that. Not gonna lie.
I try to not be fearful when it comes to VR. I try to be as self-aware as possible, being like, this isn't real. Like, I'm gonna scream, yes, because jump scares, but it's not real. Like, my brother's like 4 years older than me, and he refuses to play any scary games, like any of the scary versions, which is it's hilarious. But it's like, I totally get it, and I understand that half the people probably in this world wouldn't want to play that. But yeah, that was the Five Nights at Freddy's game. And then there was, I saw a game that YouTubers played. It was called the Plank Experience. Basically, you're in VR and you go into an elevator and it takes you very, very, very high up, and there's just a plank. And
wait, what?
That's it. You have to walk on like a skinny plank and like look down. And, like, you can, like, they give you certain things. Like, they give you, like, food. And you can, like, when you drop the food literally falls. Like, obviously, you're on floor. That's, like, all over. But, like, when you're in there and you drop something, it falls straight down. And it is extremely scary.
That'd screw with my mind. Like, I'd actually, like, start swaying.
No, yeah. You in this game, but also in a lot of other games, you can, like, lose your balance for no reason.
Yeah.
Like, there's another game called Blood and Truth. It came with the VR, and it's a shooting game, which is actually really, really fun. I beat the whole thing in like 5 hours, but it's really, really trippy. Not just because of the shooting and everything. That's like the super fun part, but there's movement. Like you don't teleport. Your character's actually walking, and like if you go around a sharp corner, like I've lost balance quite a few times from just standing still and my character going around a corner and me going like, whoa.
Yeah, like, my friend has a VR, and when I played this other shooter game, I forgot what it was called, I could not play more than 5, like, you know that, have you ever went on a boat?
In the game?
No, like, in any game, or in real life.
Like a tiny boat or like a cruise ship?
Like a tiny boat, like any boat
yeah,
on the
yeah.
ocean.
I have been on a boat in the water.
You know, like that after feeling where like you like every now and then feel that boat swaying.
Yeah.
I did not like that because when I just like right when I started moving, it was like whoa, because it went right into nitro speed when I walked, and it scared the crap out of me. I'm like, whoa, I could deal with this. I try walking a little bit more. I'm like, hey, can you take this? And then I couldn't sleep. I was there like in my bed like, whoa.
Yeah, the after effects are just as fun. When I was in school on Monday, because I said I got it over the weekend. When I was in school on Monday, I was in art class and we were drawing and like we were like shading and stuff like that. And my hands didn't feel like they were in the right place. Like, in the shooting, I think it was because of the shooting game. Because in the shooting game, in the Five Nights at Freddy's game, you have hands, but they're kind of like blurry, like they're kind of like pixely, like on purpose. But in the shooting game, like, your hands are like actual hands. So, me moving my hands around, like, my brain had gotten so used to, like, it registering, like, okay, if my hand is physically here, maybe my hand in the game is like 3 inches closer to me or 3 inches to the left. So I'll be like writing and then I'll just look at my hand and I'll be like, why is my hand there?
That is weird.
It'll literally freak me out and my brain will catch on to it. Not like, oh, let's fix it. It'll be like, why is your hand there? I've freaked out a few times because I look over and I'm like, is this where I've been writing the whole time? I thought I was writing in front of me. But like I'm like actually like in the top right corner of the page. It freaks your mind out. And it didn't wear off for like maybe 2 days, 3 days. And like it mostly happened in art class when I was drawing, but even writing, I would be like writing and I'd look away and I'd be like, am I writing in the right place? And I look back and I'd be like, oh, I am. Like, that's weird. I felt like I got off the page.
That is freaky, dude.
Yeah. But I didn't play it for a whole week just so I might let my brain catch up, and now I'm back to playing it. That's why when Christian FaceTimed me and was like, "Hey man," because Christian's obviously the one that pushes to record a podcast every
100%. You know, I texted Josh first. I'm like, "Yo, we need to record, dude." And Josh was like, "Oh, dude, I really don't want to. I got a haircut. I'm at the supermarket right now.
I'm playing VR, like
my VR, dude." And then I'm like, "Josh, we gotta record." You know,
I was like,
always me.
Fine.
So
and then
me.
Christian was like, "I'll edit," and I was like, "No, I'll edit. It's okay. Like, thanks for the offer. You're so nice."
Yeah, I'm just so nice like that. I would offer to edit this video myself.
Mhm.
Spend maybe like an hour of my life going through all of this.
Yeah.
100%.
I know you're so nice, but I wouldn't put that on you. I wouldn't do that to you.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it myself either.
Yeah. But when he called me, I was like in VR, so I felt my phone buzz, and like I managed to like swipe, and he like, yeah, I didn't even see what you were seeing, but it was probably just me wearing the headset.
Yeah, it was weird. I didn't know how you answered it.
I just took my phone out of my pocket and just swiped until I didn't hear my phone going off anymore. I was like, come on, I'm either going to hit remind me later or it's actually hit it, so. But yeah, I'm trying to get used to it. It also came with a golf game that I only played once, but like the registry is like really crappy, not to mention that the physics are a little bit too real, which makes me bad at golf.
Dude, I am so great at golf. I would definitely get a hole in one, 100%.
No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. When you, that's a question. When you go to golf, like, what do you do? Like, do you actually like just play a game with somebody, or do you like go to driving range, or like how do lessons work?
Mostly go to the driving range. I don't like playing on the course that much because I suck on the course.
But are they like teaching you there, or are you just going there practicing and then leaving?
I mean, I go to this clinic thing that like teaches me stuff. But
is it just you personally, like a tutor, or is it?
No,
like
there's people. There's kids.
Is one of them Liv? Dun dun.
Dun dun. No. Well, like a while ago she used to go, but no, not anymore. Yeah.
So would you say that if you and Tiger Woods played in a golf tournament, that he would beat the living crap out of you?
Dude, I'd be dead. Alright, I'd literally be dead.
Yeah, dude, Tiger Woods, like, nowadays, like, if you look him up, like, he won, like, one tournament this year. I don't know golf, so this is all, like, retro, like, this is all me just theorizing. But I know for a fact that he won one big tournament, and I also know for a fact that he, like, killed a few people, you know? Like, he was, like, losing, and then he, like, there was something called the golf club murder. I don't know if you heard about that. But, yeah, apparently he, like, killed a bunch of people and got away with it. It was pretty crazy. And not true.
Oh, okay. Oh, I have a funny story. So, at this clinic I went to, I'm there.
And we're out of time. No, okay.
I'm there and I'm hitting balls, all right. And all of a sudden,
Nice.
I'm like, oh shoot, I gotta poop. So I go to the coach. I'm like, hey, can I go to the bathroom? And they're like, sure. So I run in the bathroom, and I'm there like barely holding on, and my belt is tight on my like friggin', and I'm like getting ready to unbuckle and everything. I get in the stall, and my belt is stuck on one of the hoops, and I'm there like pulling on my belt. I'm there for like a whole 5 minutes trying to get my pants off, and I was about to like crap myself. So I'm like, you know what? So I like completely pulled my belt, and it breaks. My belt breaks.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, oh. So I go to the bathroom. I come back with my belt in my hand. Every kid there is looking at me like, what the heck? I'm like, yeah, guys, there's a problem.
Don't go in the stall.
First stall to the right. Trust me, you don't want to go in there. It's a freaking danger zone.
Not only is your belt gonna get caught, but you're probably gonna die from the immense fumes of my excrement.
It's just like toxic gas. Please do not enter.
Dude, like, it was, like, what did you break on it? It wasn't, like, the leather part.
No, so it's one of those sport belts, and at the end there's a little metal piece to keep it from getting out of the hoops, which it was doing its job perfectly, but too perfect that I couldn't get my belt off.
I think I know what you're talking about. I haven't worn a sports belt in so long.
Yeah.
Because I used to play baseball, and, like, the worst part was, like, not, okay, well, the worst part was wearing a cup, but wearing a belt, like, sucked, because I didn't need it, and my pants were tight enough, but the belt just kind of added to the look, and it's like, oh. Yo, you ever wear a cup? Like, anything, anytime?
No.
It's not fun.
No bueno.
Unless you have, like, $100 cup shorts, not a fun time. You get used to it, and then you feel it, and then you get used to it again, and then you feel it again.
Oh.
It's like somebody's, like, grabbing, and then sometimes it'll just, like, squeeze. Anyway, so...
Oh.
Yeah. So, we got 4-ish minutes left. I had one more topic. I don't know if I should save it or not. I'm just gonna, like, mention it. So
write it down.
No, I'll remember it. I was just gonna say, in a few weeks, not next week, but the week after, there will still be a podcast, but hopefully we can record it early because I'm going to New York. And I'm gonna go to Comic-Con. I went last year and it was really cool. And this year, I might be meeting Tom Kenny, who voices SpongeBob SquarePants.
And I definitely knew that's the person who voiced him. 100%.
Definitely 100%.
Because I know everything.
Yeah, of course. But it's gonna be really cool. This is what I hate. You have to pay money to take a photo or get an autograph, like, with them.
Oh.
And, like, Tom Hiddleston's coming, who plays Loki. He charges, like, $250 if you want to get an autograph from him.
What?
And Paul Rudd, who plays Ant-Man, he charges, like, the same amount.
How much do you think you could sell it for?
No, if I was getting, like, Tom Hiddleston's, definitely not $250.
Yeah.
Unless he, like, died 50 years later. But Tom Kenny might be worth more. I'm paying $40 to get an autograph of Tom Kenny. I'm gonna, like, meet him and then get an autograph and then, like, wish him goodbye. But, like, yeah, it might be worth more. If you guys want to do some outside research and let me know, which you're not gonna do, like, that'd be cool.
Don't worry, I will definitely do that for you.
Thanks, man. But yeah, it's definitely gonna be really cool. I'm also gonna go to a panel where all the voice cast of SpongeBob is gonna be there at, like, a panel, and they're gonna be reading lines from a classic episode of SpongeBob, like, recreating it. Like, not physically, they're just going to be reading the lines as their characters, but it's still going to be really freaking awesome.
Dude.
And I'm so excited. And, like, I'm going to...
I'm so excited, guys.
Dude, okay, fine. Dude,
wait.
I am so excited. This is going to be the best time.
Man,
oh, my God.
I am paying $40 to get an autograph with a guy who sounds like SpongeBob, who is SpongeBob.
I was gonna say he sounds like him because he is him. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's be clear here.
So, Josh, I hope I'm not cutting you off here.
No,
but I think we hit our time.
Yeah, just about. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe.
Don't forget to breathe. Don't forget to blink. I know you can see your nose right now. You can feel your toes, and you can feel your clothes.
Is that our outro now?
I don't know.
Oh.
But is all that happening? Are you manually breathing, manually blinking? You could see your nose. You could feel your clothes rubbing. Oh, I'm not wearing clothes. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
And you could feel your toes. I can't feel my toes.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, right,
thank you all for watching. Please leave a like. Subscribe.
Alright, guys, for real. Subscribe. Hit the notification bell to be updated on the blah, blah, blah. Every Thursday. No, not Thursday. Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. Okay. Chris, you gonna end the podcast?
What?
You want to count down?
Yeah, what VR game were you playing?
Shut up. 3, 2,